Well, this fact might seem insignificant, but many homes throughout the Triad are built on uranium-based land, and that means that many household families are at risk of being exposed to radon.
So WFMY News 2's Megan Malaris is live in Greensboro telling you why the DHHS is calling on families to test for it.
Hey, yeah, January is actually National Radon Action Month, so DHHS is encouraging all local health departments to raise awareness about radon and calling on families to both detect and install measures that would protect them against this sometimes deadly natural gas. So here with me is Abe Mendez. He owns the Radon Specialist, which caters to Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and soon Raleigh and Durham. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate your time. So first, explain for people who are unfamiliar with what radon can actually do. Why is it so dangerous? How can it get into your home?
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. It's actually second only to cigarette smoking.
Okay.
And normally radon is going to seek the least path of resistance inside the house. So depending on the type of foundation you have, either a basement, slab, or crawl space, determines on how radon is actually going to come in the house.
Okay, so we've got a crawl space that we can use as an example. Can you show us how you would go about installing a system that you said is the most effective to protect against radon?
On this particular home, it's going to be a sub-membrane depressurization system. What we would do is we would lay corrugated perforated pipe throughout the entire crawl space. And then cover it with 6mm plastic and then seal around all the pillars and around the edges. Okay,
and you said these systems are, highly effective, but they do cost, a lot of money, around $1,300, you said. But there are alternatives to that?
A system like this will run a little bit more because it's more labor intensive. But a basic system starts about $1,300 and goes all the way up to probably about $2,500.
Okay, and what about these free test kits that some of these local health departments are giving away, Davidson County today? Are they as effective as this, or are they better than nothing?
Those tests are good. They're charcoal canisters. They're not the most reliable in the industry, but it at least gauge and let you know exactly which radon levels are close to where your radon levels are in the home.
Okay, and you said that for Scythe County, you've seen, a lot of people get tested for radon there in their homes, right? You said you haven't seen as much in Guilford County, but you encourage people to, get tested for radon, right? If they
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Forsyth County keeps me real busy, and I just think they do a lot more testing than they do in Guilford County.
Okay, so it's a good idea, of course, for everyone to just, get their homes tested for radon if they haven't already, and install one of these systems.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
So coming up, we will be talking with Abe Mendez some more. He's actually going to show us how you go about testing one of these homes for radon. The process takes, quite a few days, but we're going to show you the gist of how you actually go about doing that, and again, reiterate why this is so important to be aware of.
Yeah, very important. Thanks, Megan. The Davidson County Health Department is giving away those free radon test kits today. To get one and to learn more about the North Carolina Radon Program, you just go to the Davidson County Health Department. They're on Greensboro Street in Lexington.
It's from 10:30 in the morning until 1, and you can also go to ncradon.org to request a kit and find more information about radon testing.
Well, if you haven't tested your home for radon lately, definitely pay close attention to this story. It's National Radon Action Month, and state health officials are calling on you to test your home for the dangerous natural gas. WFMY News 2's Megan Malaris is live in Greensboro, showing us how to detect radon and how to protect against it. Meg?
Hey, Eric, yeah, people tend to think of gas, they are aware of carbon monoxide, but they don't always think of radon as something that they need to be conscious of and that they need to be aware of in order to detect and therefore protect their families. But this radon is very dangerous. It can cause lung cancer. So today we are talking about ways in which you can detect and protect against it. I am with Abe Mendez. He owns the Radon Specialist. It's actually the largest radon mitigation company in the Triad. So thank you so much for joining us. You are sharing your expertise this morning. We've talked about the types of systems you can install, but now you're going to show us how you guys actually test for radon in the home, for high levels of radon. Can you show us what you've got here?
Sure. This is called the EPERM system. It's proven to be the most reliable system or testing equipment in the industry. These here are what we call long-term canisters if you want to do a 3-month to 1-year test. The blue ones are going to be a short-term canister, which we do a test anywhere between 2 to 7 days.
Okay, so it's really easy. It takes, you just put these in the home and you are able to test for the levels. So
it is, yeah. Normally what we do is we take a voltage, an initial voltage and an ending voltage. That gets put in a computer and it calculates what the levels are. And when we come out to a home, it's pretty simple. We'll come out with this test kit here. We'll open the canister and we'll open both of them, and that begins the test.
So you said there's something people need to be really aware of before they hire someone to do what you guys do. What is that, and why is it so important?
You want to make sure that the individual either performing the test or doing the mitigation is actually certified to do so.
Okay, and you said they should look for something specific on the contract that they guarantee what?
To reduce the radon levels to an acceptable level below 4.0.
Okay, and how frequently did you say people should test for radon in their home?
EPA recommends you test at least once every 2 years, whether you have a system or not.
Whether you have a system or not. So definitely good things to keep in mind as people, especially buy new houses, because new houses like this one aren't immune, right?
Correct, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much for your expertise. We appreciate it. Look forward to continue talking with you throughout the morning.
Thank you.
So remember, radon is so important to be aware of. Coming up, we will talk more about what you can do to protect your family against this harmful natural gas that is very prevalent in North Carolina.
All right, thank you, Megan. And the Davidson County Health Department is giving away free radon test kits. That's happening today. To get one and to learn more about the North Carolina Radon Program, go to the Davidson County Health Department. They're on Greensboro Street in Lexington.
It's from 10:30 in the morning until 1. And you can also go to ncradon.org to request a kit and find more information about radon testing.